Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever it is to wherever you guys are. And thank you so much for tuning in to the premiere of my Sunday morning sit-downs. As you guys learned from yesterday's video, you guys kind of got the rundown to what these Saturday morning sit-downs and Sunday morning sit-downs are. I explained it in quite a bit of detail in that video yesterday, so if you have not seen that video and you don't know what Sunday morning sit-downs and Saturday mornings sit-downs are, I'll leave a link somewhere here on the video right now, and you can go over and watch that video after you finished. Actually, you should probably go and watch that one first and then come back to this one, of course, and then you'll know totally what I'm talking about. Anyway, in today's Sunday morning sit-down, we are going to be going through, I think this video is probably, it's unspoken, it's highly anticipated unspoken, if that makes any sense. Basically, I feel like a lot of people wonder which DVDs I use, and they want to see where I get all my, where all the episodes that I have are located, which disc they're on, what seasons, what incarnations of Scooby Doo I own, just things like that. So this video could answer a lot of those questions, and that's why I'm showing it to you guys. And also, I want to show these ones right now, and I kind of want to give you like a tour, I guess, tour in quotes, of what my Scooby Doo collection is right now, because I do plan to buy some more DVDs here after I finish this video, actually. So, and before we get started with the tour, though, I just would like to say that I feel like it's important to buy the DVDs, because I feel like even though they may, DVDs may go away and may become less and less popular, I do feel like there will always be disc, and then there will always be ways to play them. So I think that it is important to get these classic cartoons on DVD, just for safety reasons, in case they don't have them on the streaming services, which I anticipate that will take over kind of the video viewing industry, I guess. So that's why I think it's pretty important to have these on hand, or on DVD, and I like having them on hand because I can watch them whenever I want, wherever I want, and it's just very convenient. So that's why I have these ones right here. And a bit of history, I purchased all these from late 2015 to early 2016, so this collection is technically quite dated, and I'm sure there are many more discs that have been released that I have not viewed yet, but I hopefully will get to ordering after I finish this video. And of course I will do, actually that's my second thing, I will do individual reviews of each of these discs or collections in a separate video. So this is going to be a short tour. I'm just going to show you guys what I all have, what episodes are on them, what incarnations are on them, and which seasons are on them. So yeah, so that's all I gotta say. But I suppose before I get started with the video, it really helps me out a lot if you guys can hit the like button. That just lets the YouTube algorithm know that my viewers enjoy my content, and it will suggest the content to other viewers who could be potential future subscribers. So it would help me out a bunch if you could hit the like button. But I think without further ado, let's get in and let's start the tour. Okay guys, so I'm going to do this chronologically, so we're going to start out with Scooby Doo Where Are You Season 1, and then I think the last incarnation I have is Scooby Doo, or the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo, and then I do have some other, I don't really know how to explain them, but they're kind of like collections of just a lot of different random episodes, so we will go through those as well. So anyway, starting off, we're going to start with Scooby Doo Where Are You Season 1, which if you are not familiar with it, aired from September of 1969 to I think January of 1970, so it's just going on to its 50-year anniversary, which is pretty cool. So, all right. So starting off, we have kind of a set of DVDs here. As you can see, there are like 4 of them, and each one contains 4 episodes from Scooby Doo Where Are You Season 1. So we're gonna start it with the first disc, which is Scooby Doo Where Are You Volume 1: A Monster Catch. Obviously, as you can see, it has 4 episodes, and this particular DVD includes, if I can see here, What a Night for a Night, House on the Castle, A Clue for Scooby-Doo, and Mind Your Own Business. So there's the first one. Moving on to the second one, once again we're still in Scooby-Doo Where Are You Season 1. We have Scooby-Doo Where Are You Volume 2, A Bump in the Night. And this disc features, if I can look here, Decoy for a Dog Napper, What the Hex is Going On, Never Ape and Ape Man, and Foul Play in Funland. There's that one. Let me get these in an orderly fashion over here. The next one, we have the third disc, which is Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Volume 3, Hello Mummy. And if you are familiar with Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Season 1, you can probably already anticipate which episode's going to be on this disc. But anyway, we have the Backstage Rage. Then we have Bedlam, in the Big Top. Then we have A Gaggle of Galloping Ghost. And then we have Scooby Doo and a Mummy 2, which was the episode I was saying some people will probably anticipate being on that just due to the cover art. Moving on, we have the final DVD of this collection, I guess. We have Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Volume 4, Spooked by You. And this one is the last 4 episodes of Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Season 1, which includes, let me look here, Which Witch is Which, Go Away Ghost Ship, let me keep looking here, Spooky Space Kook, and A Night of Fright is No Delight. So that'll do it for Season 1 of Scooby Doo, Where Are You. The next disc, I guess, that we're going to move on to is actually one that does still include Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Season 1. So this is the complete first and second seasons of Scooby Doo, Where Are You. So this will include, of course, all the episodes that I just said, and then all the episodes from Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Season 2, which I believe ran from late 1970 to early 1971. Now, I'm going to try to find the episodes for Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Season 2. Obviously, we just went through Season 1. If I'm not mistaken, they should, and they are, they're right here. And actually, if you can see, there's a DVD missing. That's because I'm watching that right now. So, alright, so after some thinking there, they did forget to put that Snow Ghost on the first collection that I just talked about. So, that's a little bit strange. I don't know why that is, but, oh well. Anyway, so, moving on to the Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Season 2 episodes, we have Nowhere to Hide. Once again, I'm starting up here. So we have Nowhere to Hide, Mystery Mask Mix-Up, Jeepers, It's the Creeper, Scooby's Night with a Frozen Fright. As you can see, there are some bonus features. I have not viewed those yet, so I might have to get to that. And then Disc 4, once again, these are still from Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Season 2. Excuse me, which includes The Haunted House Hang-Up, A Tiki Scares No Fair, Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Werewolf, one of my favorites, and then Don't Fool with a Phantom. So that is going to be it for this disc here, if I can figure out how to put this back together. So yes, so that was Scooby Doo, Where Are You, the complete first and second seasons. It'll focus. And just a FYI, I purchased all of these on Amazon once again back in 2015 and 16, but you could probably still find them, I guess. So anyway, moving on. We, of course, have the next incarnation of Scooby Doo, which is the new Scooby Doo movies. And as you can see, it says 3 keywords, the best of. This doesn't include all the new Scooby Doo movies, which makes me angry. Or not angry. It makes me a little bit irritated, I guess. Because I haven't been able to find those in any other disc, but I'm currently going to go look for that after I finish making this video. So yeah, so this, the new Scooby Doo movies aired from, I believe it was like 72 and 73 and possibly into 74, if I'm not mistaken. If you don't know these, this is one of my favorite incarnations of Scooby Doo. They're hour-long episodes, and they all include like a guest star. As you can see in the background, you got Batman and Robin. There's Don Knotts. You have the Three Stooges. So they all include a guest. So I'm gonna go through all the episodes real quick here, and I'm gonna have to pause the camera for a little bit, or else it will overheat. All right, so disc 1, we have Ghostly Town with the special guest of the Three Stooges, the dynamic Scooby Doo Affair with special guests Batman and Robin, the Frickert Fracas with the special guest Jonathan Winters, Guess Who's Not Coming to Dinner with special guest Don Knotts. As you can see, disc 2, we got the Spooky Fog with special guest Don Knotts, Scooby Doo Meets Laurel and Hardy, of course with special guest Laurel and Hardy, the Ghost of the Red Baron with special guest the Three Stooges, the Ghostly Creep from the Deep with special guest the Harlem Globetrotters. And then, if we turn it, I wonder where the other discs are at. Oh, there it is. And then we've got disc 3 down there. We got the Caped Crusader Caper with special guest Batman and Robin, the Loch Ness Mess, special guest Harlem Globetrotters, the Mystery of the Haunted Isle, Island, excuse me, a special guest Harlem Globetrotters. The Exterminator, with special guest John Adams. And that's disc 2 again. Let me flip that out so we can get to disc 4. Never mind, disc 4 is on this side. And then here we've got disc 4, which has The Weird Winds of Wyona, featuring special guest Speed Buggy. The Haunted Candy Factory, with special guest Mama Cass Elliot. Scooby Doo meets Dick Van Dyke, of course, with special guest of Dick Van Dyke. So I wish I could tell you guys which episodes from the new Scooby Doo movies are not included on this collection, but I can't off the top of my head. I'm very sorry about that. I will make a video talking about that later on, though. That might be another Saturday morning special. Excuse me. Saturday morning sit down. But I don't know off the top of my head, so I apologize for that. So yeah, that is the best of the new Scooby Doo movies, obviously from the new Scooby Doo movies, incarnation from, I think it was 72 to 74. Okay guys, my apologies for that. I had to let the camera cool down for a little bit so I could get it in beautiful 60 frames per second for you guys. So, we just finished up the new Scooby Doo movies, of course, and now we're going to move on to, and I think I might have, my collection might possibly be out of order. So let me do some rearranging here. I think, oh yes. Okay, so this is everything from the Scooby Doo show that I have, and I don't want to explain why the Scooby Doo show has so many different titles it's under, because I don't even really know, and it's confusing as heck, and I don't know why they did this. But, so if you aren't familiar with that situation, or if you aren't even slightly familiar with that, this might get confusing to you, and you might wonder why these discs are called the way they are, like titled with the names that they are. But I will try to do some research, and I'll try to make a video of about that. So I'm gonna make this simple, or excuse me, I'm gonna do this as simple as possible. So we're gonna start out with Scooby Doo, Where Are You? The complete third season. Now, you might have to listen pretty closely if you don't understand the whole Scooby Doo show issue. So basically, the Scooby Doo show includes Scooby Doo Where Are You Season 3. Now, this is how I know it, so this might not totally be correct. That's actually not part of it. It also contains videos from Scooby Doo, Laugh Olympics, Spooky Games, or episodes, and then it also includes episodes from Scooby Doo and Dynamite Hour. So, yeah, it's very confusing. I don't even really understand it too well. But I'm going to try to do some more research about it, and I will definitely try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. Anyway, we're going to start out with the first disc, which is the simplest, which is Scooby Doo, Where Are You? The complete third season. Some people, actually, I had a comment a couple days ago. Somebody argued that this wasn't part of the Scooby Doo show, which I can see why they'd say that, but I think technically it is, but I don't really know. Once again, I have to do some more research, and I will try my best to come up with a better answer to that question. So, but anyway, let's get that out of our heads for the next few minutes while we go through the rest of these discs. Okay, so this consists of, looks like 2 discs with one with 2 sides. So I'm going from right here, of course. So disc 1 includes Watch Out, The Willowa, A Creepy Tangle in the Bermuda Triangle, A Scary Night with a Snowbee's Fright, To Switch a Witch, The Tar Monster, A Highland Fling with a Monstrous Thing. Then disc 2, side A, consists of The Creepy Case of Old Iron Face, Jeepers, It's the Jaguaro, Make a Beeline Away from That Feline, The Creepy Creature of Vulture's Claw, The Diabolical Disc Demon. So much alliteration here, it's crazy. Side B consists of Scooby's Chinese Fortune Cookie Caper, A Menace in Venice, Don't Go Near the Fortress of Fear, The Warlock of Wimbledon, and then The Beast is Awake in Bottomless Lake. So that's Scooby Doo Where Are You Season 3. This is the complete season, so there are no episodes missing from that. But I must say as well, I don't have all the episodes from the Scooby Doo show. But these are just the ones that I know of. Once again, I'm going to do some more research, and we're going to get this figured out, and I'm going to do my best to get all of them. But this is all I have for now. Okay, moving on, we're going to go to Scooby Doo, Laugh Olympics, Spooky Games. Now, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I don't think I've ever even played this disc, because I don't think this actually has any, like, just solely Scooby Doo episodes on it. I know there were a couple episodes taken from Scooby Doo Laugh Olympics, but I don't know why, but for some reason I've just never gone through and watched them and tried to identify which two they are. I just get very confused when I start to watch this, and so I will definitely make a review of this because I really want to figure this out. But yeah, anyway, so this contains 2 discs, of course. Disc 1 includes Scooby Doo Spooky Games. Then it says Spain and the Himalayas, India and Israel, Africa, San Francisco, Grand Canyon, and Ireland. Then Disc 2 consists of France, Australia, Egypt and Sherwood Forest, Hawaii and Norway, North Pole and Tahiti, Arizona and Holland, Quebec and Baghdad, Swiss Alps and Tokyo, Japan, and Sahara in Scotland. So, like I said, I have never really dove into this yet, but I really want to because I really want to figure this out, and I want to get down to the bottom of this because it is strange. But yeah, I really haven't ever... I've only watched like 1 episode on this disc, so that's going to be on my bucket list for 2020 as well. If you would have watched my Saturday morning sit-down, you would kind of find that funny, or not really funny, but you'd understand the reference. So if you haven't watched it yet, I will even link the video again. I'll link it right now. You should go over and watch that after you finish with this video. And for the last part of the Scooby-Doo show, we have Scooby-Doo Dynamite Hour, the complete series. This includes all the episodes from this. Now, this one does have just separate Scooby-Doo episodes compared, like, unlike this one right here, because this one does not. This one, it's like, I can't find any where it's just like the gang. But this one, on the other hand, does have that, and then has a separate DVD for the Dynamite Hour complete series. So I'm just gonna read off the Scooby-Doo episodes on this disc for you guys. Which actually I'll probably just read these. Okay, this might get confusing. So there are 4 discs, of course, as you see. So disc 1 consists of High Rise Hair Razor, and then Everybody Hide. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't even know if you guys can see this. I'm gonna have to tilt the camera. Now we're at an angle. Lovely. Okay, so up here, this toward the right side this right side. Technically the left, depending on how you see right and left. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, so the first title is the Scooby-Doo title, while the second one is the Dynamite Hour. So I'm just gonna read the Scooby-Doo one since we're kind of going to have a long video if I read all of them. So anyway, we have, on disc 1, we have a High Rise Hair Razor. The Fiesta's host is an Aztec ghost. The Gruesome Game of the Gator Ghoul. What a Shocking Ghost. The Headless Horseman of Halloween. I think I got a comment about that one in one of my previous videos. Scared Lot in Camelot. Side 1 consists of the Harem Scarum Sanitarium. Love that episode. Episode 8 is the No-Faced Zombie Chase Case. Why are these episode names so confusing and so hard to say? 9 is the Mamba Wamba in the Voodoo Hoodoo. Side 2, Episode 10, The Frightened Hound Meets Demons Underground. A Bum Steer for Scooby. There's a Demon Shark in the Foggy Dark. And then looks like we got Disc 4. We got Side 1 and Side 2 there. Side 1 is Scooby-Doo, Where's the Crew? The Ghost That Sacked the Quarterback. I got a comment about that episode as well. Side 2 consists of episodes 15 and 16, The Ghost of the Bad Humor Man, and The Spirits of 76. Also love The Spirits of 76. I think that's all it consists of. You can see there's just the 4 discs there. So there is the Dynamite Hour. I have watched this, and I do enjoy this one. I have enjoyed this one when I've watched it, so very good. I'm going to let the camera cool off again. Usually after it runs for about 10 minutes it gets hot, and then I can't record in 1080p at 60 frames per second, which is what I want to give you guys. So I'll be back momentarily. Okay guys, so moving on, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like my box might have got a little bit out of order, but I believe next is the Richie Rich Scooby-Doo Show. Volume 1. This is sort of like the whole Scooby-Doo show fiasco, but this isn't as confusing because there are separate episodes on this compared, and they're like distinguishable compared to the Richie Rich show. So I'll go through that as well. This, if I remember correctly, this was in the early 80s, before Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. So yeah, this was prior to that. These are short episodes, if I recall correctly as well. So anyway, this once again has the Scooby Doo and the Richie Rich shows on here. And yes, my memory comes back to me, and these were like, I think they were like 10 to 15 minute episodes. They were nice and short. And there are 7 episodes on here, consisting of many mini episodes, if you will. So, episode 1, once again, I'm just going to read the Scooby Doo ones. We have Scooby Goes West. We have Swamp Witch, Wax World. Episode 2 includes A Close Encounter with a Strange Kind. A Fit Night Out for Bats. The Chinese Food Factory. Episode 3 consists of Scooby's Desert Dilemma. Stuntman Scooby, Mummies the World. Episode 4 consists of The Old Cat and Mouse Game, Scooby's 3 Ding-a-Ling Circus, Hang in There Scooby. Episode 5 consists of Scooby's Bull Fright, Stowaways, Long John Scrappy. Episode 6 consists of Scrappy's Birthday, Sir Scooby and the Black Knight, A Bungle in the Jungle. And episode 7 consists of Scooby in Wonderland, Scooby's Fun Zone, Scooby's Fantastic Island. So, those are all the Scooby-Doos. Once again, I'm not sure if this came before or after Scooby and Scrappy-Doo. I can't recall exactly, but I want to say it's before for some reason, but it could potentially be after. I wish I remembered, and I feel dumb for not remembering. But anyway, I'm going to put this first, because I'm pretty sure it is before. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. I won't feel offended because I should have known that going into the video. Moving on to our second to last. Actually, my disc did get out of order, so it's quite possible that that was not meant to be there. Anyway, oh well, this doesn't have to be in perfect chronological order. Moving on, we have Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. This is one of my favorite later incarnations. This is, in my opinion, when Scooby-Doo, like, this was like the last good incarnation, in my opinion. Okay, so, and this was in the early 80s. I think it was 81 to 83. So, in my opinion, the last good incarnation of Scooby-Doo. And actually, we have the episodes right on the back. It'll focus in here. I'll pull it up. So, we got Disc 1, we got The Scarab Lives, The Night Ghoul of Wonderworld, Strange Encounters of a Scooby Kind, The Neon Phantom of the Roller Disco, Shiver and Shake, That Demon's a Snake, The Scary Sky Skeleton, The Demon of the Dugout, The Hairy Scare of the Devil Bear. Disc 2 consists of 20,000 Screams Under the Sea, I Left My Neck in San Francisco, When You Wish Upon a Star Creature, The Ghoul, the Bat, and the Ugly, Rocky Mountain Yay, The Sorcerer's a Menace, Lock the Door, It's the Minotaur, and The Ransom of the Scooby Chef. If I recall correctly, that last episode was, in my opinion, the last quote-unquote, it was kind of like, for me, it was like the final goodbye, because it was like the last like really good episode that I really enjoyed. But anyway, that's the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. Once again, guys, I picked up all of these discs on Amazon over the years, 4 or 5 years ago. Last but not least, for the incarnations, I have the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, the complete series now. I don't mind this series. It's definitely not my favorite by far. This is probably my least favorite that I own. But it's also the newest. It was in the late 80s. I think it was like 88 to like 89. So it was like the late 80s. But yeah, I mean, it's still not bad. Like, I still bought it, and I still don't mind watching it. It's just not my favorite. And the episodes right here on the back again. So we have Disc 1, To All the Ghouls I've Loved Before, Scuba Cadabra, Me and My Shadow Demon, Reflection is in a Ghoulish Eye, That Monster Mant, Ship of Ghouls. Once again, I apologize for any poor pronunciation. A Spooky Little Ghoul Like You. Excuse me, this is on Disc 2 as well. When You Witch Upon a Star, It's a Wonderful Scooby in Caquia Land, Coast to Ghost, The Ghouliest Show on Earth, and Horoscope Scoob. So this right here is the last incarnation that I own. I might go as far to say that I wouldn't have mind owning What's New Scooby-Doo. I enjoyed those episodes as well, but they just didn't have the classic feel to them. but I don't mind those as well. Alright, so now we're going to move on to what I call quote-unquote collections and then Scooby Doo movies. So it looks like I have, 2 collections, and do I have, oh no, looks like I have 4 collections, and then I got 3 movies. So these will be quicker, well at least the movies will be quick. We're going to start with the collections, which we have Scooby Doo, 13 Spooky Tales Around the World. This was like the first collection that I ever owned. I bought it in like 07 or 08. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and get the disc down there, of course, or the episode list. Disc 1 we have, and you guys can probably recall all these episodes because they were on all of the other incarnations. So these are all like the older ones just on here. So in Disc 1 we have the Fiesta's Ghost. Fiesta's Ghost is an Aztec ghost. The Harium Scarium Sanitarium, the Spirits of 76, a creepy tangle in the Bermuda Triangle, To Switch a Witch, and a Menace in Venice. Now, if you do not understand the trend there, those are all from the Scooby Doo show. Disc 2, we've got Shiver Shake, That Demon's a Snake, Lock the Door, It's the Minotaur, The Ozark Witch Switch, Jeepers, It's the Jaguaro, Moonlight Madness, which I don't know what incarnation that's from yet. I don't know that. I still have not. And actually, I don't know what Ghost of the Ancient Astronauts Part 1 or Part 2 are from either. So if you guys know, go ahead and comment down below. But anyway, this was the first collection. I'm going to call these collections that I owned. So there is Scooby-Doo's 13 Spooky Tales from Around the World. Okay, moving on. This wasn't, actually, I'm going to go with this one. We have Scooby-Doo, 13 Spooky Tales, Rut-Row Robot, 13 episodes on 2 discs. This one does have a newer episode on it. So, episode 1, we got Scooby-Doo, Mecha Mutt Mecha. I don't know. Anyway, that was a new one, so that's not one of the older ones. And then we got A Foul Play in Funland, The Scary Sky Skeleton, Way Out Scooby, Who's Scooby-Doo, Disappearing Car Caper, and The Dinosaur Description, which I don't really know the last 4 of those. I'm not familiar with what incarnation that they're from. Probably from ones that were in the late 70s, or excuse me, early 80s. They made a lot of like really, really short episodes, which I believe that would be where those episodes are from. And if you're familiar with the new Scooby-Doo mysteries, if that rings any sort of bell, I think they're from there. I'm not entirely sure. Disc 2 consists of The Hand of Horror, Doom Service, A Code in the Nose, The B-Team, A Night Loose at the White House, Part 1, A Night Loose in the White House, Part 2. Once again, all those, if I'm not mistaken, they were like the shorter, like the 10 to 15 minute episodes if the name, the new Scooby-Doo Mysteries rings a bell from that incarnation, like the whole early 80s mess, if that makes any sense. Alright guys, we are going to move on to the final 2 collections. This was actually the first one I ever saw. I actually saw this on VHS, once again probably 2006 or 7. So this just has a couple episodes on it. It's called Scooby-Doo's Spookiest Tales. As you can see, it has the Cartoon Network emblem on it, so I don't know if they had any affiliation to do with this, but I assume so since their logo's on there. Anyway, we'll take a look at the back. I wonder if we can see here. Oh, I found it back here on the back. And yeah, so this was the first collection I ever saw. These are some of the episodes I have the most memory of, if that makes sense, because I saw them, well, because I had seen them so many times, because we had this on VHS way back in the day. Alright, so episodes included Vampire Bats and Scaredy Cats. That's also from Scooby-Doo, the Scooby-Doo show. That's one that is not included on any of the discs that I have, and I would love to find out where they all are at. This image right here depicts that episode, but that's also a very good episode. Then we got a gaggle of galloping ghost. That's Snow Ghost and Which Witch is Which. And the final 3 are from Scooby-Doo Where You Season 1. And if you can see, spooky special feature, bonus cartoon, Headless Horseman of Halloween, which is from the Scooby-Doo show as well, which that is also a very good episode, especially around the Halloween holiday, obviously. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Moving on, we have another classic for me. This was another one that we had on VHS. It's Scooby-Doo Meets the Harlem Globetrotters. This has, I think, 4 episodes from the new Scooby-Doo movies, if I recall correctly. We'll take a look here. I think this was one of the first collections that I ever bought. This includes the Harlem Globetrotters, as well as meets Batman and Robin. As you can see up here, we have the two for the Harlem Globetrotters. We have the Loch Ness Mess and then the Mystery of Haunted Island. Once again, these are all from the new Scooby Doo movies. And then, if I'm not mistaken, this does not have the Batman one on here. So excuse me, so this only has those two. Actually, this isn't the exact one that I had when I was much younger. That one had the Harlem Globetrotters as well as Scooby Doo meets Batman and Robin, and it was just the 4 episodes. These two, and then 2 Batman and Robin ones. So that's it for the Scooby Doo collections, and we're going to move on to the final 3 discs, which are all movies, which should go fast and easy. But these are all classics from my childhood. So we're going to start off here with Scooby Doo in the Cyber Chase. This came out, I think, 2001, maybe 99. I watched this a lot in my childhood. I love this movie. It's a great movie. It's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. I love this movie a lot. That's really all I can say about that. I will do a review of these movies as well. Second off, once again, another one from my childhood came out in 99. I wonder if it actually says, or it was either 99 or 01 or 2000. It was right around in that area, right around the turn of the century. I can't see. Anyway. So, once again, this was a big part of my childhood. This is one of my favorites as well. Love this one as well. And last but not least, we are going to have another one that's a classic from my childhood, which is Scooby Doo meets the Boo Brothers. I love this movie as well. This actually came out in like 89, so this is actually an older one, which I think is why I enjoyed a lot. But anyway, this was one that I also watched a lot in 06, 07, back in that area. And yeah, these 3 are by far my 3 favorite Scooby-Doo movies. I just can't pick one to hold that title solely, so it's all 3 of them for now. But I would like to watch some more of the Scooby-Doo movies, even if they are more modern. So, well guys, that was quite the video. I'm not sure what the final time is, but I can guess it's by far over 10 minutes, probably over 15 minutes, but I hope you guys enjoyed this longer video. Thank you guys so much for viewing. Once again, if you could hit that like button, it really helps my channel out with the YouTube algorithm. It gets my content out to more people, which can, of course, grow the channel, which can lead to my ultimate goal, which is to create a Scooby-Doo community in the comments. So if you guys can do that, I would really appreciate that. And thank you all for tuning in for this first episode of Sunday Morning Sit-Downs. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's line of Scooby-Doo shorts. I haven't picked them out yet, but I will have them up. I will have them all scheduled to upload at 7 a.m. Probably here in the next couple hours, and they'll be all ready to go. And I hope you guys enjoy them, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic week.